Jallguar. Jaguar? He doesn't look like he can run that fast. Race ya! Good!
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the TFC toys, CERBERUS! So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, very nice piece of artwork of CERBERUS. Up top, you just have Hades, H03 CERBERUS. On this side of the box, you just have a little negative image there of the character. Same thing on the other side, right there. On the top of the box, Hades, H03 CERBERUS. On the bottom, warning, please don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. You have them in vehicle form, robot form, combiner form. I have to say it like that. I just have to now. I don't know why. But that's basically it for the packaging. So, moving right along, of course included in the packaging is the obligatory third-party collector's card with that same piece of artwork right there of a CERBERUS. And you have text specs if that interests you. Hooray, cards. So, moving right along, here we have CERBERUS, the next component of TFC Toys. Hades, they're not Leo Kaiser. And, yeah, pretty cool figure. So let's get in close here, so you can see the details. You do have some red transparent plastic right up front there. You do have a bit of transparent plastic on this figure. Nice silver here for the engine block. The plastic does have that metal flake finish that I absolutely love. Gives it a little sparkle. You get some red paint right here. Transparent red windshields all around. You get some more transparent red bits down the sides here. Do get some silver right here and some silver right there. Get some of that gold paint as well as some silver. Got big tires here with the silver rims. Treads are molded in very nicely. You get these big missile racks on the back. These little side missiles here are done in the red transparent plastic, as well as the inner part of the missile rack itself. And the missiles are picked out in silver, as you can see there. And you get a little bit more gold back here. And some gold and silver right back here. And underneath, I mean, you can pretty much see how all this is going to work transformation-wise. But, yeah. There you go. He does roll very nicely. He rolls as rolling things should. The wheels are actually articulated here. You do have a hinge right here, so you can kind of turn the wheels, and you can actually, you know, make a turn pretty well. So, you got that going on. These back wheels also are on the hinge here. You kind of rotate them to kind of adjust the height of the rear if you want. So, you got that going on. These missile racks as well, I mean, since these are just the legs, you can kind of take them and if you want to angle them up a little more, have them sitting a little bit more flat, you can do it. You just got to make sure you shift those wheels down so they still make contact with the surface, but you can kind of, you know, straighten those out if you wish. Totally up to you how you want to orient things, but there you have that. So for comparison, we'll bring in Voyager Optimus Prime from Combiner Wars, just so you can see how he scales there. And you can see he's basically, you know, like a Voyager-sized vehicle right there. You can see how that works. And we will bring in his buddies here. Bring in the Hellbats. Bring in the Bison of Kill. And Leo Zacchaeus. So you can see how they all look together so far. There you go. So there we have the team so far. They're looking pretty cool. Pretty cool. There you have that. There you have that. And there you have that. And of course he does include his breast animal. So here it is in its chest plate mode. And you can see the nice detail there. Some nice gold paints. And you can flip out the gun right here, which is done the transparent red plastic. There's a post right there. There's a port right up top, so you can take it, plug it in right there, and there's your storage in vehicle mode. Yay! Storage. So, There you have that. So let's get right down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So as usual, we'll go into combine mode, then into robot mode. And let's get started. So where do we start? We'll start with the legs here. So you just want to straighten out. Just want to straighten out the legs. Straighten out the legs. Like that. You want to take the wheels. The wheels are on a totally separate joint here. So you want to take these wheels and shift them forward. Like that. Shift those forward. You kind of want to rotate the wheels so the arm is going up like that. You're going to need that later for some clearance. So once you have that done, open up this panel. You want to take the section right here. It's on a ball joint. You just take it, swing it up, swing it around. And then you want to take this whole section right here, open this up like that. You can see the combiner peg right there. Just rotate that around. And you want to make sure you push this through that opening right there. Like that. And then you just swing that up, like that. Make sure that combiner peg stays down. Then you take this, close it up. A little bit of a clearance issue there with the wheel, but you can get it closed. And then you just close this panel up right there, and this bit is on a double hinge. You just take it, bring it up, and there's also a little tab. Where is it? There you go. So there's a tab right there that'll slot in right there to hold that in place. Like that. And you can take these little missiles if you want, just rotate them forward, if you wish, totally up to you. So you have that. Second verse, same as the first. Open up that panel, take this, bring it up, swing it around, open this up, right here. Make sure you push the combiner peg through, like that. Close that up. Make sure that stays down. Close that up, and then swing this up, like that. And again, you can rotate that forward if you want. And there you got that done. You want to take this section right here, raise it up, flip out this little section right here. And that will make the combine mode crotch plate. There you have that. Then you want to take this whole upper assembly here and actually no, before you do that, I always forget this part. You want to take these transparent red bits and bring them down. Get those out of the way. Now we can rotate. Hooray! There you go. So you swing that around, and then you also want to bring down these transparent pieces. Bring those down as well. And then you can split the arms, bring them out to the side. You want to take this whole section right here, unpeg that, and once you do that, you want to take these chest sections right here and you want to shift them down. Like that. Shift that down. Right there. And then this will now peg in to these grooves right here. That groove right there and that groove right in there. So you just bring that down, you just line that up. That'll go in on that side. And that'll go in on that side. And you just kind of leave this hanging down like that. So once we've done that, we take the arms, we rotate them back like that. Extend the arms, bring it back on this hinge right here, rotate at the bicep swivel, and then just bring it up on this double hinge, and this tab will just go into this notch right here, like that. And then you just take the wheel, just angle that back like that. The instructions tell you to actually bring them out to the side, but they look better facing the back, so that's what I do. So second verse, same as the first. Just rotate that back, extend, bring that back, rotate, swing that around, and again, this tab will go into that little notch right there. Tab that into place. Bring that wheel back. And there you go. There he is in his combine mode, and he forms the lower torso of the combine mode, so he'll get attached right underneath Leozak there. And there you go. Yeah. Doesn't look like much, but when it's all put together, it'll make sense. But right now, it just looks kind of weird. But yeah, that's his combine mode. And we'll get into how everything combines when we actually have all 6 rather in place, and we get down to the combination. But yeah. So you have that. So we'll get down to it all about the mod. So we'll just start by taking these pieces, flipping them back in, flip that back in, and then we'll just open this back up. Again, make sure those legs move out of the way. I mean, those wheels rather, not the legs. You want the wheels to move out of the way. And then you can just bring that down. Something got, oh, because I didn't open up this little panel here. Make sure you open up that panel again. That way you can swing all this around right there. And then you can close this back up. And now this is the position for combine mode. And then you just take and swing it up on that double hinge and bring that up like that. And then you can take this wheel and just bring it off to the side. Just swing that out like that. And then you just take his toes here. And you just flip them down. And there you go. Close it back up. And there you got a leg all done. Second verse, same as the first. Open that up. Make sure it gets past the wheel there. Open this up. And swing that down. Swing that down there. A little bit of a clearance issue there, but close that up. Close that up. Just bring that up top like that. Flip out his toes. Swing that wheel out to the side. You can kind of angle these however you want. If you want them sitting higher, sitting lower, sitting a little bit more towards the back. Totally up to you. So there you have his lower body all done. You want to rotate him at the waist. Right there. You want to unpeg this section right here. Let me raise the camera just a smidge. There we go. And you take these chest sections, just bring them back up. Bring them back up. Joints are pretty tight. You have to muscle them up a little bit there. Once you do that, you want to take this assembly here, you want to rotate it to 180, and then this will peg in to these 2 ports right here. And lock all that in place. You can close that up, although this kind of gets in the way. There we go. Close that back up. Then you take the arms, kind of straighten them out, kind of move those wheels out of the way. That, rotate the biceps so the elbow is oriented properly. Me, I just take the wheel and just swing them in like that. And then you open up this panel right here, flip out the hand, close it back up. Second verse, same as the first. Take that, swing that down, bring that around, rotate, open, open, open! There we go. Flip out the hand, goes the top. There you go. Then you flip down this panel on his chest, flip out his head, close it back up. And I believe we're done. Oh, we're done. Yes, we're done. Whee! There we go. And there you have Cerberus in his robot mode. And I like his robot mode. He's just kind of a beefy, stocky dude. He's kind of like the, I'm guessing he's kind of like the powerhouse of the team. You know, the big brute of the team. Yeah. That's some chunky lack. So getting close here on the head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt. Nice gold paint there on the face. Again, you get some pretty good light piping going on there. Again, I wish they painted the eyes on his helmet. Would have been nice, but that's okay. Oh, one last bit I totally forgot. You want to take these bits on his shoulder here and rotate them up. Oopsies, I almost forgot. There we go. So I'm going to rotate those bits up there. There you go. Now he's done. Now he's done. There we go. But yeah, all in all though, very nice design. Very cool. Like I said, nice and beefy. He has some transparent red hands, which, okay, sure, why not? Dare I say why not? He's got some transparent toes. Sure, okay. I can work with that. There you go. I mean, overall, transformation is pretty clean. You know, these wheels kind of hanging off of his elbows. I mean, there's not much you can do about it to really get them out of the way. They're just there. These wheels on the side, too. You can shift them to the back if you really want to get them out of the way. It is doable. But it just kind of makes things look a little weird here, you can see. So it's just, I don't know. But again, it's totally up to you what you want to do with those bits. Like I always say, it's your toy, display it however you wish. But there you go. So articulation-wise, let me bring the camera down a little bit again. Excuse me. So articulation-wise, you do get rotation out of the head. You don't really get, I don't think is his head on the ball joint? No, it's not on the ball joint. Doesn't look like it. So you do just get rotation. Can't really look up and down. There's no real wiggly-waggly. There is a little bit of wiggly-waggly, but I think that's just some play in the joint there. The arms can do a full 360, although it's a little squeaky too, a little squeaky. Arms do have outward movement. You can also use a transformation joint for some extra movement as well, if you want. And sometimes that'll move with it because all this is basically going through the same section here. You do have a bicep swivel. It's also a little squeaky. Double jointed elbows. So you have a nice full range of movement there. A wrist swivel. You got a waist swivel. Legs can go forward on a ratchet joint. Go that far forward. It can go that far back. Of course, these bits right here will move out of the way to accommodate. Outward movement. Almost all the way. Of course, you could move those wheels out of the way and get some... get that extra click there. So you have that, and of course these little panels are on hinges here. Thigh swivel. Due to transformation, move things back around the way they were. Due to transformation, everything was just getting a little bit... Stay! Due to transformation, he does have a double jointed knee. It's a nice full range of movements there. You can move his kneecaps around if you want. Sure, okay. The front of his feet, since they're on that ball joint there, they do have a pivot. You can kind of move them down. You can also move his toes up and down. So there you have that. So, see, all this is hinged together, so unfortunately sometimes when you move his shoulder, you're going to move that piece with it, which is a little... That's just a little awkward, so you do end up having to kind of reposition this every now and then, which can be a little bit annoying, but oh well, what can you do? It is what it is. So there you have that. Just trying to get them all straightened out here. So there you go, and of course he can hold his breast animal as a weapon. Just plug that in his hand. And there you go. And of course you can also plug it onto his chest. Just plug it into the port right there. And there you go. And that does look pretty cool. I think that looks good. Looks good on him. That's a good look for you, man. That's a good look for you. Anyway. You can unplug that. And of course this can transform into an animal. So you just flip his tail down here. You rotate these back bits. Flip out the leg. Bring it down. Rotate, flip out, bring down, bring these two sections up, bring this white section down, bring down the leg, bring down that, bring down his head, and there you have him in his animal mode. It totally reminds me of Ravage, but hey, there you go. Got the transparent red legs there, nice sculpting there on the face, got some red paint there on the eyes. Just like with Leo's axe, breast animal, you know, the sides of the head don't peg together or tab together in any way, so that's a little annoying. But there you go. You wiggle his tail up and down. So you have that, you know, upward and downward movement, a little bit of movement there, up and down movement there. Can rotate, can bring them out. You got that hinge there, and again, wiggly waggly. So. There you go. And just for comparison, we'll bring in the other breast animals here, so you can see how they all look together. There you go. Show their pets. Oh, look at that. I show their pets. So there you go. It's like the littlest pet shop. Transformers edition. There you go. Now, full comparison. Here he is with Combiner Wars Voyager Prime. Just so you can see how he scales there. You can say he's about a head shorter than Voyager Prime. And we'll bring in his buddies here. We have Hellbat, Kill Bison, and Leozak. And there we have the team so far. And they look pretty cool. And I like how they are all like different heights, you know. That's pretty cool. I dig it. I think this team is looking really good. Very cool. So they have that, so they have that. And there you go. So yeah, there you have Cerberus, or Jallguar. He has kind of a weird name, Jallguar. But yeah, very cool. Like I said, I like how kind of chunky and stocky he is. Kind of like the brute of the team. You know, very cool. So there we go. 4 down, 2 to go. We're getting to the home stretch, peoples. We're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. So there you go. So if you would like a Cerberus or any of TFC Toys' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below. You can also check out my Hades playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below. So check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the TFC Toys Cerberus, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face! Jallguar, get over here. Get over here quickly. Yes, sir. I need to talk to you about Leozak. Well, what about him? Do you trust him? Oh, yeah, I trust him with my life. Seriously? Because he always does this weird smirk thing when he talks. I mean, it always seems like he's up to something. Gentlemen, good day to you. Oh, Jallguar, just wanted to let you know that I borrowed your photon displacer, and I promise I'll give it right back to you. See that? He does that! Doesn't that bother you? No, he does that all the time. At this point, I just learned to block it out. I don't like it.